times.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my... Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working! I was literally working! And they deactivated me! This is related. They just punished me for posting about my while door dashing. They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills. You guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right? They took the video down and gave my account a strike. So I explained my story again and censored the video that I have just so they can't take it down for the same reason. They took it down for the same reason again, and now my account has a second strike. Guess what? If I get one more strike, I'm banned from TikTok. So not only did I get assaulted 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday, I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done. This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember? I'm the victim. And they took down my video. They were going to have to pay me for my second story time because that was over a minute long. They were going to have to pay me for all those views I got. So nope, they took that right down. They took that right down. Absolutely not. They're not paying me for that. Nope. 3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open, their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter. And TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police and the police are doing nothing. So what? So what? You're going to take down my videos and give me strikes and just expect me to be like, oh, I just better shut up. I just better sit here and be quiet. I just better not say anything else. I've lost my job, my only way to pay my bills and make a living. I've also gotten assaulted, and the police are doing nothing to help me. So let me just shut up. You know, the videos got taken down. Nobody has to know what happened to me. No, I'm going to keep telling my story. Like, this is the only justice I'm getting, is exposing this man and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Like, now he can live with shame and embarrassment if people have seen it and knows who he is or where he... You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one being punished. He's not getting in trouble with the police. He didn't lose his job if he has one. Like, what's going on with him? Why am I getting fired? Why are my videos getting taken down? And why am I getting strikes? Like, I'm about to lose my account. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim. Right? Is this making sense to any fucking body?
If y'all haven't heard this story, I'm going to try to get you caught up as fast as I can. This woman used to work for DoorDash. She went to make a delivery, and she stated that the delivery instructions were to leave the food at the door. She also stated that when she got to the door was wide open, and inside there was a man laying on the couch with his pants and his boxers down to his ankle, and his private part was exposed. In that moment, she stated that she was SA'd. And that's what's causing a big argument in her comment section. You have men and women saying that it was, and then you have men and women saying that it wasn't in her comment section. What she did next is also adding to people taking sides. She took out her phone and recorded the man naked in his house. Some people are saying that she needed to do that so she can have proof, while others are saying it's illegal for you to record someone naked in their house. DoorDash banned the customer from using DoorDash, and they also banned her from working for them as well. She's made several videos on TikTok, and I believe she included the recording, which wouldn't be smart, so TikTok is taking her videos down.
Hey guys, so yep, I really lost my job. Within less than 24 hours after me submitting my appeal, they denied it. And in the email, they said, you can respond to the previous email that you received explaining the reason why you were deactivated. I never got the email. So last night, I contacted one support agent. We sat on the phone for 25 minutes, and then she transferred me to the community response team. The person on the community response team told me that was the highest team I could get to. There's literally nobody else she could transfer me to. I could hang up the phone and call back and then get transferred to the community response team again. So I sat on the phone with her for another 25, 30 minutes. And she told me that she couldn't tell me. There's no way that they could tell me what the reason why I just lost my job.
DoorDash has released another statement in the situation with the girl who says she was SA'd and fired from DoorDash. So we've seen some tough and sensitive posts over the past few days, and we want to clear the air. No one should ever experience SA, harassment, or abuse, and DoorDash never deactivates someone for reporting it. Full stop. We take these reports incredibly seriously and work closely with the law enforcement to investigate and support those affected. In this case, the Dasher let us know about an experience that made them feel unsafe, and that's exactly what we always want Dashers to do. So, in this case, the Dasher shows up, the guy's door was wide open, and he was laying on his couch with his pants around his ankles, fully exposing himself to the Dasher. The Dasher takes her phone out, takes a video of this man so she has proof, and then reports it to DoorDash. She is then deactivated a few minutes later, or while she's dashing, I'm not sure which. And she comes to the internet, tells her story, and DoorDash says, that is not why we deactivated her for the SA. We deactivated her because she was recording our customer, and as you see here, it's against their policy.
Let's talk about DoorDash girl. I ain't done with her yet. How many laws do you think homegirl actually broke? Have y'all thought about that?
They deactivated me.
Girl, being fired from DoorDash, at least your worries.
This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault.
You gonna think punished. Girl, you about to find out. Look, I ain't no lawyer or nothing, but did you go in his house? It don't matter if the door was open. Going into somebody's house without permission is breaking and entering, even if the fucking door is open. Girl, you trespassing. Did you record this man naked while he slept? Did you do that? Girl, that's a crime. A privacy violation. Did you share that man's junk online? Honey, that's a non-consensual distribution of intimate images. Could be considered revenge porn. You know that Melania just passed the Take It Down Act. You better do that. What you're doing could be considered also harassment, extortion, blackmail, video voyeurism. If your video had audio, you broke wiretapping laws. You could be looking at defamation if all this dude was doing was laying there asleep, lying about being SA. Honey, video voyeurism alone, up to 15 years in prison, $100,000 fine. Look at it, class C, D, B, A, F, every felony in the alphabet. Not to mention just basically lying about being SA. You'd be charged with wasting police time. That's a crime. How many laws you break? All of them. And for what? 15 minutes of fame? The dude could have been a creep, but you clearly creepier. Let me just check out the old calculator here and see how much time you gonna get, girl. Video voyeurism, that's 11 years. Breaking, entering, trespassing, that's 11 years. Revenge porn, that's 11 years. Sharing intimate images, that's 11 years. Defamation, that's 11 years. Damn, girl, you running out of years. Was it wasting police time? Lying about all this bullshit. Breaking DoorDash policy, tic-tac violation, privacy violation. Damn, do not pass go. Straight to jail. A $40 reimbursement, though, for that terrible ass perm. We'll add it to your commissary. We lock your hairdresser up. One in the jail beside you, girl. Just all that, and you gonna get 497 11-year in prison. $11 million in fines. Yep.
A man's world. I'm the victim.
You okay? Hold that energy. You gonna need that in court. Should we pay his legal fees? Toodaloo.
That DoorDasher just cost the company so much money because that man is going to sue. As he should. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, a DoorDasher came on here saying that DoorDash deactivated her account after she reported that a customer sexually assaulted her. Let me tell y'all what the sexual assault was. She went to go deliver to the customer, and the customer was passed out on the couch, sleep, with his pants down. At no point did they interact. The customer didn't even know that she was there. She then proceeded to take pictures of him naked on the couch in his house and report it to DoorDash, make a police report, and then post it on social media. I'm confused as to where was the sexual assault in all of this. Like, it's honestly disrespectful to real victims of sexual assault. This is like equivalent to me, going to use the bathroom and there's somebody in there who forgot to lock the door. And I open the door and they're in there and they're like, oh my gosh, no, like it was an accident. The man, maybe he was drunk and he fell asleep before the food got there. I used to live in an apartment that if you did not lock the door, when the wind blew, the door was going to be open. So this is not, it's not sexual assault. It's not sexual harassment. It's not indecent exposure. It was an accident. The man was asleep. There was no interaction. And you posted, you felt that you were assaulted, but you took pictures of this man naked on his couch and then posted it. If I was the man, I would definitely sue DoorDash because this person that you contracted actually has, victimized me by posting me on social media. And I would sue her for slander, defamation, all of the above. I would get a real aggressive lawyer and come up off of DoorDash because, girl, be so serious.
In the nicest way possible, what happened to this woman was not assault. It was harassment. And there is a difference. If she tries to sue, which I understand, I mean, depending on the state, like I'm in Indiana, it's an at-law, what's it called? At-law state, whatever. You can be fired and they don't have to give you a reason. That's how it is here in Indiana. I don't know about where she's at. But if she wholeheartedly believes that she was fired and for no reason, okay, that's fine. Sue. But if you are going to sue, your wording matters. That court is going to tear you apart if you say that this man assaulted you when he didn't even touch you. The definition of assault is to be physically harmed or physically touched in a way. This man did not touch her. He was buttloads of feet away from her, passed out on his couch with his pants down. Yes, weird. Okay, that's just indecent exposure. Indecent exposure is not assault. If it was, all these rock concerts I go to where the girls are flashing their boobies, I would have been assaulted all those times. No, that's not how that works. You were not touched. You have to be touched to be assaulted. That literal definition of assault, okay? And, I say it as like, hey girl, like if you want to sue, make sure you use the right wording because these courts they will tear you apart if you say you were assaulted when this man did not touch you. I'm just trying to help a girl out. I've commented this on the video as well, and everyone's like, oh my God, how dare you do the victim blaming? Hi, I've actually been assaulted. Hi, multiple times. I was physically harmed, unconsensually. That is assault. What happened to her is not assault. Period, point blank.
So you mean to tell me you were given instructions to leave the food at the door, but you decided to enter somebody's crib, and then you see someone booty butt naked, dick and balls everywhere, pass the fuck out, and you start freaking out, and then you try and file a sexual assault charge on top of that? Who are you? To me, that sounds like indecent exposure. But the thing is, that can't even be possible as indecent exposure because he didn't go out of his way to expose you. You went out of your way to expose yourself. And that shit's over here complaining about how DoorDash deactivated her account and she can't do DoorDash no more. I wonder why. Anybody that believes her story and didn't actually do their own side of the research, man. And the crazy thing is that girl is still milking the story. Like, she's over here, like, still standing by what she said, even though what she did was extremely wrong. It's like, people genuinely have, like, a crazy victim mentality nowadays. And mind you, like I said, the person was passed out. It's not like he pulled up to the door just showing everything. No, he was flat out laid down there, just exposing himself. But how the fuck is he supposed to know that his DoorDash driver is going to pull up and enter his crib? It's his house.
Now, I'm mad tardy to this party, but have y'all heard about this young woman who was a DoorDash driver and she went to drop off the DoorDash, and when she got there, the person who she was DoorDashing for was butterball ass naked on the couch? I'm going to play some of what she said, and then I'm going to let y'all know my thoughts. Now, people are upset about this because they're saying she wasn't SA'd. The instructions was to leave the food at the door, and she looked inside the house and opened the door. Now, let me tell y'all what I think. Two things can be true at once. She did have the instructions to leave the food at the door and walk away. But we're also not going to act like men don't do things like that on purpose, where they're in eyesight and they're butterball ass naked because they want a woman to see them indecently exposed. Now, it's your house. You should be able to walk around butterball ass naked if you want to. However, and you knew you ordered food and you knew you said leave it at the door. Why would you leave the door cracked and the light on for somebody to see you butterball ass naked? Now, at the same time, on her end, you also recorded somebody butterball ass naked and put them on the internet. I don't know why you didn't think you was going to lose your job. Of course, you're no longer employed with DoorDash, and people are saying she should sue, she should sue. She's not going to win that lawsuit because she didn't even follow the directions. And then you videotape somebody in their home naked. That doesn't work like that. All in all, I believe the man probably did it on purpose, but I also believe that you should have followed the directions and not been up in nobody's house and certainly not record anyone butterball ass naked. And also, DoorDash has since responded since she said that she hadn't heard back from them. Here's what they said. You can pause to read, but they essentially said she wasn't fired for reporting that. She was let go because she took a video of somebody indecently exposed in their home, and that was an invasion of his privacy. And the reality of it is that she also posted his house, where people could see where he lives. This whole situation was unhinged. Everybody involved, I don't understand what nobody was thinking.
To the DoorDash girl who recorded that man in his home undressed after claiming that DoorDash fired you because you were SA'd, and really you stepped into that man's house to record him, posted his address, posted it online, that man is going to take you for everything you got. Did y'all see the video of the girl on here shaking and crying that DoorDash fired her for being SA'd? Said that she still had money on that account that helped her pay her bills. So after getting 20, 30 million views, people even saying they're deactivating their account because this is atrocious. Someone shouldn't lose their job for being SA'd. DoorDash then released a statement on their end saying that's not what happened. She wasn't fired for being SA'd. She was fired for recording a man in his home, posting his address online for clicks and views. And so now that everyone knows the truth, she then gets online and say, oh, DoorDash, they told y'all before they told me. You can't come online saying that someone SA'd you. You recorded them naked and posted online. Not only is that a disrespect to people who've actually been SA'd, to even weaponize your tears to get that man arrested is insane. You better lawyer up before he does.
Hey guys, it's been a minute. A whole 24 hours, I know. But I have an update as of October 16th, 2025. But first and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for the overwhelming support and allyship that you've shown me. It's really making me feel so validated and seen and heard. And that's really helping me through this tough time. So I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate the outpouring of support. So the update is, last night I was made aware, a bunch of people started commenting on my pages that DoorDash made a public statement about me on their TikTok story and on their most recent Instagram post in the comment section. And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, but what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the exact same time. I didn't find out before you guys. I'm just letting you know this right now. The people that saw their public statements and made me aware that they made those public statements knew why I lost my job before I did. Because I went and I checked my email once I was made aware that they made those public statements, and they sent me the deactivation email around the same time they released the public statements, like literally within the same hour. So they sent me my deactivation email explaining my reason for being deactivated a whole 24 hours after they deactivated me, and a whole 24 hours after I already submitted my appeal, and about 12 hours after they had already denied my appeal. they finally sent me the email explaining why they fired me. So I and the rest of the world, we all found out why I lost my job together.
Okay, so all of you that are defending this man are telling me that it is perfectly normal, like it's just something that happens where you order food and within the 15 minutes it takes for this food to arrive, you open your door fully wide open, you turn on all your lights, you lay down on the couch, you take off your pants, you take off your underwear, and you fall asleep. Like that's the way you just prefer to sleep. In full view of the door, by the way, you just happen to fall asleep with everything showing. And with the amount of people saying, oh, why didn't she just leave at the door? Let me demonstrate this to you. Okay, there's a door there. It's partially closed. Now it is wide open. Can you see things there when you approach that door? Yes. That is what happens when the door is open. That's how she saw him, because he wanted her to see him. She did not have to enter the house to see him and record him because the door was open. And I think it's crazy that she literally took a video so people would believe her and people still don't believe her. Like she straight up says the door was fully open and everyone's saying, oh, why'd you open the door and go into his house? And there's no way anyone with critical thinking skills thinks he just happened to fall asleep. He was not asleep.
I've lost my job, my only way to pay my bills and make a living. I've also gotten assaulted, and the police are doing...
As someone who has actually been fucking raped, forcefully another person, you saying that this is assault pisses me off so fucking bad. Like, I'm so fucking pissed off that you are equating this to at all. I mean, just as someone said in your comment section, the look of you screams problematic. Everyone already knows that you're a fucking fake just looking at you in the way that you're speaking. You are not fucking assaulted. No. Someone left on the instructions on DoorDash to have their order left at their door, on their porch. Your job was to take their order and place it on their fucking porch and then leave. But no. What you decided to do was see that their door was cracked open, and you decided to enter his fucking home. Enter his home. Walk inside of his residence when you were instructed to leave it on the porch. And then the man who actually ordered the food was passed out on his couch. On his couch. In his home. Without pants on. Do you know who does that kind of thing? Orders DoorDash, goes inside, and then passes out on the couch without clothes on? A drunk person. A very drunk person. So the people saying, who does that? A drunk person does. And if you've seen any fucking content on any kind of social media, you'll see that there have been several videos posted of people sharing photos that their dasher took of them passed out on their porch, drunk as fuck, after they ordered DoorDash. Well, crazy, that fucking happens. You were not assaulted, first of all. Assault is physical. Sexual assault is the physical assault on someone's sexual organs. Physical. Nothing about this was physical towards you. Okay? And even if he was doing it on purpose, it would have only been indecent exposure, which is not sexual assault. It's indecent exposure. There is a massive fucking difference between physically assaulting someone sexually and showing your junk to someone. Massive fucking difference. But that's not even what this fucking was, bitch. This wasn't even what this fucking was. No. You walked into his motherfucking house. His house. Like, are you actually fucking kidding me, right? You are disgusting. You're a disgusting person. You are doing this all for fucking attention. Thank God you lost your fucking job. You deserve nothing less. You deserve more. You deserve jail time for filming this unconscious naked man in his own home and posting it on the fucking internet. You deserve jail time not just a lost job. It was my only way to pay my bills. Get a real fucking job, bitch. Go out into the real world and get a real job. I actually hope that you never get another fucking job in your life, because if you're gonna sit here and lie about someone sexually assaulting you and then post him on the internet, nude, unconscious, yeah, you don't deserve to have anything good in life. You're fucking disgusting. This is what fucking Me Too has done. This is what the fucking Me Too movement has done. It has never helped victims. It has never fucking helped a single goddamn fucking victim. No. It only helps the people who are fucking liars looking to gain attention. Yeah. Because I did come forward about my rape, my sexual assault, my rape. And you know what happened? Nothing. Because no one fucking believes victims anymore. Wow, I wonder why. Because cunts like you are out here saying that you are being sexually assaulted when you are going into people's homes uninvited and filming them while they are unconscious and undressed. So thank you. Thank you a lot, you fucking bitch, for being the exact reason why people like myself are not fucking believed. Like, after this incident, because I did believe you in the first place. After this incident, I am never going to believe another fucking sexual assault victim on this goddamn app. So thank you for that. And I hope that all the other victims who are actually genuine, thank you as well. Go fuck yourself, honestly. Like, you deserve some horrible fucking things to happen to you. One of those is jail. For a long fucking time.
How long it would have took for that DoorDasher to be arrested if it was a man? Yeah, because y'all act like y'all didn't get what I'm saying. So I'm going to ask y'all this way. How long it would have took for that DoorDasher to get arrested if it was a man? Now let's play the whole rollout, okay? All she had to do was drop that food off, take a picture, and take her happy behind back in that car. But she said that the door was open and this man is asleep in his house. Now, I don't understand where the sofa was. I guess it was right in front of the door. So let's give her all that. But if this man is asleep, and I don't care if he's butt naked from the head to the toes, when she pulled her phone out to record and then try to distribute those videos, what I mean is she tried to send it to DoorDash and then she tried to upload it on social media. If that was a man that pulled up at that house and pulled his phone out and record that lady without her permission, and then try to send it to DoorDash, and then try to put it on social media. Do y'all know y'all been around here talking about boycott this and boycott that? But because she on here act like she's a victim, number one, what is the definition of SA? Because that's not SA. What she's talking about is not SA. This is a woman that recorded a man without his permission and then tried to put it out on social media and was sending the pictures out. I'm going to ask it again. If that was a man, how long it would have took for his behind to get arrested, along with all the boycott y'all would have been yelling about.
Have you guys heard the story that's going around about the DoorDasher who was allegedly SA'd by one of the customers she was dropping off her DoorDash order for? I've been following it pretty closely. I've been listening to all the videos, and I want to kind of talk about it and see what you guys' opinions are on it. Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm a criminal defense attorney, specifically a public defender, and I think this is a pretty interesting case study that we should all take a look at. So the story goes that the woman who is the DoorDasher, who has subsequently been banned from DoorDash and has lost her job, the individual male in this case has also been blocked from DoorDash, accepts an order, goes to this man's house, sees that the door is open. Mind you, the request was to drop the DoorDash at the door. She goes to his house, is supposed to drop the DoorDash order at his door, sees the door is open, looks inside and sees this man on the couch sleeping, nude, exposed waist down, okay? He's just chilling, sleeping, naked, okay? He's passed out, and she decides at that point to lean in and videotape him naked, exposed on the couch. She then goes online and she posts the video and says that she was SA'd. This was SA. Okay? Now, Let's break that down. All right. There is no criminal or penal code law that I know of, and I do this for a living, that would constitute sexual assault for that at all. Because you have an expectation of privacy in your own home. Indecent exposure requires a public element, okay? Or an intent element. And intent is very specific, right? You have to intend to do these things, which a sleeping man cannot do. I also can't find a way to make the elements of the crime of sexual assault, sexual battery, RAPE, fit any of those factual patterns at all. Now, before you grab your pitchforks and you're like, oh my God, support all women, I get it. This is the problem, is that for this to be qualified as SA, you would have to overturn Supreme Court case history, which is Lawrence v. Texas, which allows for you to do things like privacy acts in your own home. You are entitled to an expectation of privacy in your own home. Now, Lawrence v. Texas dealt with, it was actually a landmark case. It overturned case law before it that allowed for gay men to have sex with one another in their own homes, in the privacy of their own homes, and that they couldn't be held criminally liable for any of that, okay? That allowed and that expanded private acts in private homes and that expectation of privacy in your own home. He's protected by what he does in his own home. She breached that by going into the home, not even going in necessarily, but by recording a private act in his home and then uploading it to the internet. Now, you can feel however you want about it, but criminally, I can't find a way to make these facts and circumstances fit any definition of SA. I can't.
Oh, man, I feel like I've been having this conversation of social media being a blessing and a curse because people be wanting attention. Like, they really want attention out here to the point where they will sacrifice, their income for some mess. Now, I think the person with the black hair was mistaken about the door being cracked, and I believe other content creators said the door was cracked, but the door was not cracked. She said it was wide open. But regardless of the fact, legally, she was definitely 100% in the wrong. And I keep telling y'all feelings don't matter in the court of law, no matter how wrong you think it feels. It don't matter if it's not if you can't prove what you need to prove legally. Your feelings don't matter. She felt like this was SA. Legally, it's not. She felt what she did was right for her protection. Legally, it's not. So now DoorDash may or may not have a lawsuit on their hands. And this is a hard lesson to learn. And the fact that she went viral from this, it's going to be difficult to get any type of job that requires privacy because nobody's going to want their information exposed. So, I feel like it's a lot going on with everyone mentally to where some people aren't thinking straight and then others, they're just looking for their next big moment to where they don't have to work. I feel like it's like if I just go viral this one time, I could get any and everything I want and people will love me and da-da-da-da. Some do it for attention, but most of the time it'd be their viral moment. The money that she went viral from posting these videos, she's not even going to get paid for. And then she kept posting it. So she's been monetized on TikTok. That monetization will eventually go away if her account's not in good standing. So she dug an even deeper hole for herself. And I believe she has somewhat of support. There are a couple of people supporting her. Like I said, it's a rarity where you have everyone agree with you, like every single person. I think, who was it that nobody was co-signing, everybody was supporting? I don't even remember who it was, but it was one time where everybody was supporting that person because it was just so crazy. But I can't even remember what it was. If y'all know, because this is a very broad statement, so I understand if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But if you do, for whatever reason, leave that in the comments for me. And then for the man who got exposed, some people posted the video of it. I'm not going to post it here. I'm not going to risk that. But on TikTok, you can see where she had the video of her like having the camera there. I believe they blurred out the images of what was going on. But when I first seen it, I thought it was just like an AI clip, so I wasn't sure. But regardless, she not gonna win if she sue. She not. That's unfortunate that she has to go through this and experience this. I don't know if she lives with her parents or if she's taking care of herself. If she's taking care of herself and this is the way she feeds herself, she gonna have to do something quick. And this is a terrible time for this to be going on right now. With everything going on, this is a terrible time for anybody. I mean, you got people who working and not getting paid. So to be able to get fired and really not get paid for real, and then whatever rewards or money you were supposed to receive from any social media that you got paid for, you're not. Child, it's not a good time to do that. It is not a good time to do that. But I will say this, and I feel like I'm going to be a broken record at this point. Do not let social media get you in a position to where you can't even feed yourself. And the most important thing to learn is it don't matter how you feel. It's what actions you can take legally that are considered legal. I'm probably wording that very wrong because I'm exhausted. I'm about to post this and go to sleep. But do not let your feelings dictate your moves as far as what you think is and isn't legal. Now, if you listen to, because this is not the first time I posted an attorney speaking, when you listen to specific attorneys talk or even judges, you guys will hear them reference different cases, and that's how they get. Anyway, the point is you can tell by the things that they reference, just like what this attorney just referenced. So with that being said, there's no legal grounds for that lady to sue. And I hope, I'll say this. I hope she understands, like, the severity of what she could have did to that dude. Like, I don't know hopefully nobody knows who this man is. But this is the internet, and you did show that man house, and you did, low key, you saw the other man bring up all the charges. You did a lot. So hopefully the only thing you have to worry about is getting fired. Because first of all, it's not the right time. It's never the right time, but it's definitely not the right time now. And for one, and for two, this lady, in my opinion, from how she's behaving and reacting to things that she's experiencing, it seemed like she already going through some stuff herself. So this just adds to it. I mean, if DoorDash is your only way of income, you got to do what you got to do. But for that to be your only way of income is crazy. again, I keep letting people know, like, having one source of income is dangerous. So even a lot of the women who want a man to take care of them and do all that other stuff, it's dangerous. Being single or just by yourself out here is dangerous because you're relying on yourself. You're relying on your income to take care of you. And God forbid, if something happens to you, what's your next move? Or if you do lose your job, what is your next move? She maybe has parents that she can go to. I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think the man was wrong? Like, what do you think? I mean, if he was drunk, how could he order the food? Like, what did he order? Like, I don't know. It's just a lot of questions. But then again, anybody can do whatever they want to in their house. And if I'm DoorDashing, I'm leaving it right out the doorstep and keep it pushing. Or take somebody with you. But I think at this point, that ship has sailed. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Do you think she'll be able to do something else? Will anybody hire her? Would you hire her after she didn't expose somebody else unnecessarily? All right, I'm out.
We in a no hyena zone. Anti-hyena zone.